chair. So, if you are one of those who sit for long hours, whether for work or at home, you might have considered using an ergonomic chair, or you might have heard of one, or maybe you've explored the options of the different kind of ergonomic chairs out there. So, but what exactly is an ergonomic chair, and what are the benefits of using an ergonomic chair? There are many questions around these kind of chairs that support your posture, that claim to uh, manage, or that claim to reduce the chances of getting aches and pains. So let's explore what are the benefits of ergonomic chairs in this video. So before we get into the topic for today, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids who work in high stress executive jobs to manage their spinal, that is back and neck, and joint pain. And I do this by giving you simple exercises, easy lifestyle changes, tips, tricks, hacks. And I also talk about some non toxic natural products that have worked for me in my own spinal and joint pain journey. I do all this without taking away a big chunk of time because, hey, we are moms. I know we are busy people. So, my solutions fit into your existing daily schedule. So, they are easy to implement, and I also talk about some tips. The tips that I talk about are such that you can start with them today, right? So let's talk about ergonomic chairs and what are the benefits of using one. Now, the very first thing is in ergonomic chairs, they claim to get your body into a good posture. Now, why is it important? Because when you're sitting in a good posture or a neutral posture, your joints are at their happiest, they are in neutral alignment, and there are less chances of getting aches and pains. For example, sitting for long hours may have led to neck pain, back pain, etc. for you. So the very first thing is with the ergonomic chairs, if you compare them to regular office chairs or chairs that we have at home, ergonomic chairs tend to have a lumbar support. So if you look at your spine, it is not absolutely straight. There is a curve in your lower back, that is the lumbar curve. And if you are sitting in a chair and you do not have a lumbar support, and you're sitting for longer than say half an hour, 1 hour, depends on how long you're sitting, the muscles around the curve are not supported by a straight chair with a straight back. So if this is your lumbar spine, this is the front of your body, this is the back of your body, a chair will only support the top and the bottom of the curve. It is not going to support these muscles which are in the deepest part of the curve. So when you feel the need for support for these muscles, what will happen is you will lean back into the chair and eventually end up in a slouch posture. So ergonomic chairs are such that most of them have an inbuilt lumbar support or a lumbar roll, so that when you are sitting, this part at the deepest part of the lumbar curve, these muscles are supported and you don't feel the need to slouch back or lean backwards. So the very first thing is you have a lumbar support. That sounds very simple, but it's actually quite beneficial. So another thing is there is increased comfort. Just looking at my notes here, yeah. So there's an increased comfort with these chairs. Now, why is that important? Because when you're comfortable, you are not distracted by the aches and pains, or say I have a little catch in my neck. And when I'm working at my laptop, I will feel that constant pull in my neck, and that'll take my mind away from the work that I'm doing. I will not be able to focus. And obviously, this leads to decreased productivity. However, these chairs, they put you in this comfortable position. I'm not saying it's going to take away that pull in your neck, but once you are in a comfortable position, you're not distracted by the poor postures or the aches and pains. Obviously, you have better productivity. So, what I mean by comfort is also that when you are, say, sitting down, with the ergonomic chairs, you have these armrests, right? So, when you have the armrests adjusted to a proper height, you will not be shrugging your shoulders. So imagine if my armrests are up here, I will be shrugging my shoulders automatically. Now, this creates a lot of discomfort in the shoulder and the neck area. It can even lead to nerve pains if there's pressure on the nerves that are exiting your cervical spine and going down in your arms. Similarly, if you look at ergonomic chairs, they usually have an inbuilt footrest, or the height can be adjusted to a level where you can plant your feet firmly on the ground, so that you have a stable base when you are sitting. So it's like, think about a building. When the base is not stable, the whole building's going to be shaky. So if your feet, if you are one of those who cross the feet over or are just on the toes and not sitting down with your feet flat on the floor, grounded on the floor, there are chances that you will have stresses that build up and they travel up the chain from your ankle, knees, into your hip and pelvis, and of course into your spine. So there is an increased comfort with all these features that are built into the ergonomic chairs. Now, another thing is you can actually avoid issues like nerve pains, as I said, because of the armrest where you're not shrugging your shoulders. Another feature is that of the ergonomic chair is that the seat usually is adjustable. And when you go in for the buying the chair, you can see if you need, if say you're taller, your thigh bones are longer, you will need a chair that's more deep. As compared to somebody who's more petite or shorter, they would need a chair, the seat of the chair, so that's the depth of the chair, so that will be a bit shorter. So what happens if you are a short person and you have a chair that is much deeper? Obviously you can't cut off that, but in the ergonomic chair you can actually adjust it. So if you are sitting and you have everything in place, however, the edge of the seat is digging into the back of your knees, it can create a lot of pressure on the nerves and the sensitive structures that are present in the back of your knee, leading to nerve pains and sometimes circulatory issues down into the legs. So that is what I meant by, if you use an ergonomic chair, you can adjust the features. Obviously you need to know how to adjust. In fact, I can do another video, probably in a week or so. I'll do another video on how to adjust your ergonomic chairs, or what are the features to look out for in your ergonomic chair when you go and buy one, so that you avoid all these problems. All right, so going back, basically you can adjust your chair to your height, to your body shape and composition, so that you are getting the maximum use out of this chair. However, having said all of this, just getting an ergonomic chair does not mean that you will always be in a good posture. You do have to put in efforts to make sure that you are taking regular breaks when you're sitting. There was a study done which said that if you're sitting for more than 20 minutes or so, especially if you already have pre-existing back issues, say like disc problems or stenosis or arthritis, etc., or degeneration in your spine, there are chances that if you sit for more than 20 minutes or so, you will be creating a lot of pressure and stresses onto the disc that is present between your vertebrae or in your spine. So it is a good idea to move around every 15 to 20 minutes. It's a good idea to do some stretches while you're sitting at your desk. You don't have to leave your desk and get up if you can't. Say you're in a meeting, you're in traveling, you are in a plane, and you just can't get up every 20 minutes. There are some desk-based exercises that you can do. So what I'm going to do is I will leave a link for a blog that I have written on the same topic about the benefits of using an ergonomic chair. And in that blog, I will leave a link to some desk-based exercises, the benefit of moving around, as in taking regular breaks, etc. That blog also has some additional information on this topic. If you're watching me on Instagram, the link in my bio will lead to that blog. So it's one of the first blogs. If you're watching this in real time, that's one of the first blogs on my webpage. Alrighty, if you have any questions, any comments on this video, do let me know and I'll answer them for you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.